When it comes to describing small sizes, when it comes to describing small things, the first word crossing your mind is the word small or little. But in today's video, I will be providing you with some alternative ways of describing things which are small, describing small-sized things or little things without having to use the word little or small. Are you ready? Of course you are. So let's get started. But before we do so, make sure you like this video in support of your YouTube English teacher, in support of this channel. Thank you for doing so. Subscribe if you haven't done so yet, and leave a comment down below by telling me from which country you're watching these videos, how these videos are helping you, and whether you like the videos or not. Now we gotta get started. Well, the first word that we can use instead of little or small to describe little objects, little things, things which are small-sized is Lilliputian, 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 Lilliputian. Lilliputian refers to something which is extremely small or something that is small-sized. An example of this word: the Lilliputian ants marched across the table. 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 The Lilliputian ants marched across the table, which means the little ants, the small ants, the ants which are extremely small or very small, were marching across the table. Or the tiny ants were marching across the table. So the Lilliputian ants were marching across the table. Now we're moving on to the word tiny. We can use the word tiny to refer to small items, small things, to refer to things which are small. So we can use the word tiny. An example of this word: you must definitely know this word. You must have used it before. You must have seen it, heard it. You must have used this word. This is not a strange word, or this is not a word that you've never seen before. It shouldn't be anything new to you guys. You must have seen it. But anyway, in today's video, we're reviewing it as well, in addition to all the other words, all the other new words that you got to learn to describe tiny little objects. So we can use the word tiny. An example of tiny: she had a tiny puppy in her arms. She had a tiny puppy in her arms. She had a tiny puppy in her arms. She had a tiny puppy in her arms, which means she had a little puppy in her arms. She had a small puppy in her arms. She had a little puppy in her arms. Now we're moving on to the third alternative to the word small or little when it comes to talking about small sizes, when it comes to talking about small things in terms of size, which is the word miniature, 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 miniature. We can use the word miniature to describe small objects, items, things which are small. Miniature, the word miniature. An example of this word: he built a miniature version of the car. He built a miniature version of the car. He built a miniature version of the car. He built a miniature version of the car, which means he built a small version of the car. He built a Lilliputian version of the car. Actually, the word miniature refers to the smaller version, the tinier version of something big. So when you use the word miniature, make sure that you're talking about the smaller version of something bigger, something, larger. You're talking about the tinier or smaller version of something big. Now we're moving on to the next alternative to the word little in English, to talk about things which are small in terms of size, which is the word mini, the word mini, mini. We can use mini to describe small items, small objects, objects which are smaller than normal, smaller than usual. I bought a mini chocolate bar for treat. I bought a mini chocolate bar for treat. I bought a mini chocolate bar for treat. I bought a mini chocolate bar for treat, which means I bought a small, tiny chocolate bar for treat. I bought a Lilliputian chocolate bar for treat. I bought a We can't say actually miniature because miniature talks about the smaller version of something big, something huge, but I bought a tiny little, chocolate bar. I bought a mini chocolate bar, for a quick treat. Now we're moving on to the next word that you can use instead of little when it comes to talking about small things, which is compact, 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 compact. The word compact. We can use compact to refer to items and objects which are small and easy to carry around. The items and objects that are small and easy to take with you wherever you go or carry around. The word compact. An example of this word. The compact car fits in small places. The compact car fits in small places. The compact car fits in small places. The compact car fits in small places, which means the tiny or the small car fits in small places. The car is small and easy to fit into different places. It's easy to use because it's small and it can easily, park it anywhere. All thanks to its small size. Now we're getting to the next word, the next alternative to small or little, which is the word microscopic, 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 microscopic. The word microscopic, microscopic. You cannot use the word microscopic everywhere. It's an English adjective with a special meaning, referring to small objects and items that are so tiny and little that cannot be seen. So microscopic refers to something that is so small, something that is so tiny, so little that cannot be seen. So you cannot use the word microscopic everywhere as an alternative to small. Just because it refers to something that is so small, it does not mean that you can use the word microscopic everywhere to describe small or tiny objects. For example, you can't say, oh, look at that microscopic car. When you say a microscopic car, you're talking about a car that cannot be seen because it's so small that it's got to be put under microscope to be able to see it. So microscopic means small but cannot be used everywhere. It has a special meaning. Use it to describe objects that are so small that cannot be seen by our eyes. They can be seen by microscopes. Let me give you an example of microscopic. The microscopic bug was too small to see without a magnifying glass. The microscopic bug was too small to see without a magnifying glass. The microscopic bug was too small to see without a magnifying glass. The microscopic bug was too small to see without a magnifying glass, which means to see the bug without a magnifying glass was something impossible to do because the bug was so small that had to be seen by a microscope, that you could see it with a microscope, not without it. So the bug was too small that you needed a magnifying glass to be able to see it. Now we're proceeding to the next word as an alternative to the word small or little, which is minute, 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 minute. Minute is an English adjective referring to something that is very small or tiny, something that is extremely, extremely small or tiny. The word minute. Let me give you an example of this. A minute scratch was on the glass, but no one noticed it. A minute scratch was on the glass, but no one noticed it. A minute scratch was on the glass, but no one noticed it. A minute scratch was on the glass, but no one noticed it. A minute scratch was on the glass, but no one noticed it, which means a very little tiny scratch was on the glass, but no one was able to see it. No one was able to notice it because it was too small or it was extremely small, and people really had to focus on the glass to be able to see it. It was difficult for people to see because it was too small. Now we're getting to the next word, the next alternative to small or little, which is the word diminutive, 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 diminutive. The word diminutive, the English adjective diminutive. Diminutive. Diminutive can be used to describe something that is small, something that is little and tiny, something that, is mini. So we can use the word diminutive to describe small objects, tiny objects. An example of this word. The diminutive kitten looked even smaller next to the big dog. The diminutive kitten looked even smaller next to the big dog. The diminutive kitten looked even smaller next to the big dog. The diminutive kitten looked even smaller next to the big dog, which means the small kitten looked even smaller next to the big dog. Now we're proceeding to the next alternative to the word little or small, which is teeny tiny, teeny tiny, teeny tiny, teeny tiny, teeny tiny. Teeny tiny is an informal and casual way of describing small objects or things. It is commonly used by children to describe small or tiny objects. So when using the word teeny tiny, do not think that you're using a formal or an advanced word to describe small objects or things. You're just using a casual and an informal English word commonly used by children to describe small objects or things. Teeny tiny. An example of this word. She found a teeny tiny spider in the corner of the room. She found a teeny tiny spider in the corner of the room. She found a teeny tiny spider in the corner of the room. She found a teeny tiny spider in the corner of the room, which means she found a little tiny, she found a diminutive spider in the corner of the room. Now we're moving on to the next alternative to small or little to talk about things that are small in terms of size, which is the word minuscule. Minuscule, 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 minuscule. We can use the adjective minuscule to describe small objects, tiny objects, or things. An example of minuscule. The minuscule crack in the wall was barely visible. The minuscule crack in the wall was barely visible. The minuscule crack in the wall was barely visible. The minuscule crack in the wall was barely visible. The minuscule crack in the wall was barely visible, which means the little tiny crack in the wall was barely visible, was difficult to see, was difficult to notice. The next English alternative is an informal, casual way of describing small or tiny things, a very common way of describing little, tiny, and small things and objects, especially among children. We can use the word itsy bitsy, itsy bitsy, itsy bitsy, itsy bitsy, itsy bitsy. The English adjective itsy bitsy to describe a small or tiny objects or things, things that are small or tiny in terms of size. Itsy bitsy. An example of this word. How did you find this itsy bitsy phone? 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 Which means how did you find this small little tiny phone? How did you find this diminutive phone? How did you find this Lilliputian phone? So how did you find this itsy bitsy phone? Itsy bitsy is similar to teeny tiny, is an informal and casual way of describing little and small objects, commonly used by children and commonly used in, a childish language to describe tiny objects or to describe things that are small-sized or that are small in terms of size. Now we're proceeding to the next alternative, which is the word teeny weeny, teeny weeny, teeny weeny, teeny weeny, teeny weeny. The word teeny weeny, similar to itsy bitsy or teeny tiny, can be used to describe small objects or things and is commonly used by children to describe small objects, a casual and an informal way of describing small and tiny objects. Commonly used by children or pretty common among children is actually a term used in a child's language to describe tiny or little objects. An example of this word in a sentence. Have a look at this teeny weeny cookie you've cooked. Have a look at this teeny weeny cookie you've cooked. Have a look at this teeny weeny cookie you've cooked. Have a look at this teeny weeny cookie you've cooked. Have a look at this teeny weeny cookie you've cooked, which means have a look at this tiny and a small cookie you've cooked. And that's about it, guys. So in today's video, you learned some alternatives to the word small and little that you can use instead of using the word little, or instead of thinking little as the only way of describing tiny or small objects. Let's review all these words together. Lilliputian, 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 tiny, 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 miniature, 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 mini, 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 compact, 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 microscopic, 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 minute, 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 diminutive, 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 teeny tiny, teeny tiny, teeny tiny, minuscule, 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 itsy bitsy, itsy bitsy, itsy bitsy, teeny weeny, teeny weeny, teeny weeny. Now what I kindly want you to do is like this video in support of this channel. Thank you for doing so. Make sure you've subscribed to my YouTube channel if you haven't done so yet, and leave a comment down below by telling me from which country you're watching these videos, how these videos are helping you improve your English, and whether you like them or not. Please be honest. I'll be back soon.